everybody, I'm Kate with Crate Insider, and I'm here today with Steve Hendren from Hendren Racing Engines. And both of us were actually down in Georgia over the weekend at the Race Logic Chassis School. And Steve, tell folks a little bit about what, you were an instructor. I was just there filming, but as an instructor at the Race Logic Chassis School, tell us a little bit about your experience.
I thought it was great. We were able to show on the chassis dyno, I think I spoke about a couple weeks ago on here, that, just power gains that can be made. We had a 602 and a dirt late model. And I think by the end of the day, about a 4-hour period of time, swapping parts around and changing stuff. I think from our baseline, we picked up, 30, 40 foot-pounds of torque, somewhere in that range. And like 25 horsepower, 25 horsepower. And
it's very interesting how those subtle changes that you wouldn't even anticipate that they would make a big swing. Yeah. You're like, oh, this is when I'm not gonna spoil what parts we were talking about, but it's just and then fill in the blank, and it's like, holy crap, okay, it makes a difference, and of course that's what we try to do here at Crate Insider is find those winning parts. You don't find every single variation of anything we have on the shelves. It's the stuff that works.
Yeah, absolutely. And, like I said, we were able to do that and show everybody, this is what can be done. And we didn't even mess with ignition timing, carburetor jetting, none of that. I'm just talking bolt-on parts.
Just to make it, make it easy and, as far as being in an environment.
I don't want to bore everybody to death.
Yeah, absolutely. And a lot of those folks hadn't been on a chassis dyno before.
But had never seen one, yes.
Right. And this was a slightly different kind of dyno.
Yeah, it threw me for a little bit of a loop at the start, but I think we all came around there.
But super impressed. We were at South Georgia Technical College in Americus, Georgia, and they have a whole motorsports program there. What did you think of the facility?
I thought it was great. Yeah, no, I think it's completely awesome. And Kevin down there that runs that class, he was really a good guy, really nice guy, knowledgeable, good person to deal with.
Yeah. So if you missed out on the live class, the online version will be available. I have to do all the video editing, so it'll be available in a couple of weeks here. And there's a lot more that I can share down the road about the other things that happened. But you were the instructor for the chassis dyno portion.
Correct.
I mean, you've been around a chassis dyno for
years. Yeah, a long time.
Yeah, really long time. Bring a lot of experience, and of course, you bring a lot of experience with working exactly with crate engines to make that happen.
And even in doing that, even though we were just when I was answering questions, I was happy to answer anything anybody had to know about a crate motor or wanted to know about a crate motor. So it was I thought it was a success.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. I think there were a lot of eyes wide open, like, oh my gosh, wow, okay.
I think we blew some minds a couple times.
A little bit, but a great facility. It was a great class, and you'll hear more about it. RaceLogic.vip, you can actually go and pre-order it. We've got a bundle over there, and when I say we, it's really Brian Littleton is his company, but I work with him to just try to make that all come to life on the video side of it. You could pre-order it, and what's cool, we've got a bundle together with that, and it actually includes all of the other crate late model classes we've done in the past. You've been a part of a couple of those.
Absolutely.
We actually a couple in Tennessee and one of them in Pennsylvania.
Yep, correct.
And you just never know. You can watch something like that, and that one little piece of information could be the difference between first and 10th.
That's exactly right.
So yeah, anything else new this week, Steve?
Not really, just back to work.
Yeah.
Still recovering from that drive down there.
It's a little bit of a
Don't
trek.
recommend driving through Atlanta if you don't have to.
For sure. So with that nice little intro there and, a little bit sideways, I'm going to talk a little bit about some of the products that we're highlighting this week. In this product highlight, I want to take a look at the cold air box. This is from our friends over at Dominator. And what this comes with as a kit, it's got this piece right here, and it has this silicone seal as well. I mean, I could take it out of the bag, but you can see that it's a silicone seal. And how this works is that you put this silicone seal, you just lay that onto your air filter base, and then this goes over the top of it. Now you're like, okay, I know a question I've gotten a lot is guys asking me, do I need to cut a hole that's this big in my hood? And it is absolutely not. What we're really trying to do is we're trying to seal off the air filter for any of that engine heat that's coming up through along with the dust. But what you'll do is you'll set this on there and then take your hood, I'm going to So take your hood like from the side, and then you'll see that this is where you would need to cut it, like if this was the hood. And so you would actually cut right along, so this would actually go right underneath your hood when you put your hood on your race car. And this is what's nice about this plastic that this made out of, it's flexible enough. I mean, it's strong, but it's not a brittle plastic. So it's not going to like shred or come off in chunks, that you would be able to cut this like maybe with like tin snips or something like that. So you'd be able to go around there and it'd match up to the bottom of your hood. So the cold air box, anytime that we can have cooler air going into our engines, it's going to help you with power for sure. So if you can run it, I know it's not necessarily something that's allowed in all series, but if you can run it, the cold air box, and of course you could build your own, but this is a really handy product that can really help with your engine performance. When it comes to picking a front drive system, there's a ton of different options out there. Whether you want to run a serpentine, or you want to run a V-belt, if you want to run what you want to run on the front versus what you want to run on the back. One of the most popular options that we've seen is a lot of our racers like to run crank to water pump on the front, and this is a fantastic kit for that. This is the Jones Racing Products 1035-S-CE, and you have both your pulley and both of these pulleys here, and it comes with a belt and with a spare belt as well. So we've gotten great performance out of these. It's a very popular way if you're just going to go crank to water pump and you're going to run other things off the back like your power steering, or maybe you're running a tandem pump, that this is a great choice for your front drive on a 602 or a 604. So, and of course these are available here at CrateInsider.com. Now in this product spotlight, I want to talk about the 5-star air filter shield. Now what's cool about this product, I just brought out an air filter so you can see this, and this can go just right over the top of your air filter. Now obviously you're not going to run with that on the racetrack, but what it's really for, like let's say you're at a track, maybe there's a lot of dust blowing around and you just don't want your air filter exposed to that. But a bigger piece is when we get a few of those raindrops, I'm sorry I had to say the word, we get a few of those at the racetrack, and you think it's going to clear up. This way it would just kind of keep that water out, and it would just protect your air filter during that period of time. So I also like it. It's kind of like a butler, like with a tray. Anyway, it's a fun product as well, and love what they do over there at 5-star. And this is just kind of one of those handy things to have in your trailer for those inclement times. And of course we've got a pile of them up over on our shelf. They've been super popular, and if you don't have one yet, you can find them here at CrateInsider.com. So I'm going to do a little demo right here, and this right here is actually our checkered flag tape from ISC. It's our racer tape, and we actually carry the racer tape in different colors. We've got this checkered flag one, which what I thought would be fun. We're going to show off the All-Star graphics trimmer. Now this is a product that I introduced over the summer, and it's become really, really popular. But for anybody who hasn't seen it, I wanted to do a little demo. So I have this piece of sheet metal here. This is not perfectly straight along here. Now I've got some straight edges, but this one, I mean, it's not exactly curved. It's not like a full wheel well. But I'm going to go just a little bit over the edge that I practiced over here, but you can see that I've gone just a little bit over the edge right here. Now, what's cool about this graphics trimmer, blade's really, really sharp. You can tell by the Band-Aid on my finger, but it has this single razor blade right here, and then it has a gap in between the razor blade and this. This is all plastic right here. What this will do is it'll serve as a guide. So especially if you're in a situation like you are putting your wrap on your race car, it's a great use for it with doing this around your wheel wells. Because if you are trying to, like if I was to just try to tuck this under, what's going to happen if I would just kind of roll this over, what would happen on the racetrack is you will get dust and dirt that will accumulate in here, and then it starts peeling, and then it starts peeling some more, and I'm sure many of you have had that happen to you. Now this right here it's already preset, but you could probably adjust that a little bit if you wanted to, and obviously you probably wouldn't be at the angle that I'm at to do this, but what is cool, you would just put this guide along the side here, and then actually I'm gonna have to do it like this so I don't hurt myself, and then I'm just gonna follow along there. And what this just did is I peel this off. Now I'm going to have this perfectly aligned with this right here because, well, as long as I did it right? So it's creating that line, making it really easy, and now you can kind of smooth that down, and then you've got a perfect edge that isn't going to accumulate that dirt, and that isn't going to make your wrap peel off, and it's just going to look more pro. So if you've seen some of these guys that can just put on a wrap and just make it amazing, this simple little tool will help you do the same thing. So the All-Star Graphics Trimmer, of course, we sell them here at CrateInsider.com and available. We've got them on the shelf. So if you're putting a wrap on, give it a try. I mean, it's just a really simple, straightforward tool. One of those things where you're like, why didn't anybody think of this sooner? So, this looks handy to you. You can pick one up today, and we've got them right here on the shelf. One product to highlight here is our fan spacer from Jones Racing Products. What I love about this one is it's all CNC machines. It's really sturdy, and it fits perfectly with our Jones front drive kits. It works perfectly with our race fans, and we carry these in a variety of sizes. So depending on how big of a fan spacer that you would like, then we have several options on our shelf. This is really sturdy. Our friends at Jones do a fantastic job with all of their machine work. It's always so exact, and just one of those things that you maybe don't think about so much, but you definitely want to have a really strong fan spacer that's going to do the trick for you. Now that we're coming up on race season, an important thing is, of course, to have your receiver so that you can hear any of the directions. And there's a couple of different options, but one of the things I wanted to highlight today is our receiver element. What I love about the receiver element is that this is charged with a USB. And just like your phone, when you can look at your phone and see your phone battery, you know exactly how much battery is left. So it does come with your charging cable that you could, use with a power block or what have you. You've got that battery indicator. It's always, I know that the other style you would just use like AAA batteries, but then you'd end up changing them every week and just kind of throwing away perfectly good batteries. But here you can see the battery indicator, exactly how much battery you have left, and kind of brings it up to the new level. So we've got this squared off design, which is nice, but the receiver element, it's become incredibly popular because it's so easy to use. So if you're looking for a new receiver, this is a great way to go. All right, so there we have it. Some of our product highlights this week. Thank you so much for taking the time to stop by the shop here and provide some of your expertise. A lot of the products I just talked about are things that you've recommended over the course of time.
Oh yeah.
So I really appreciate you sharing that info with us.
Absolutely. Going forward, hopefully I can make more of these.
Yes, absolutely. Hey, we need to get you on here and do some demos for us,
yeah, absolutely.
and talk a little, maybe do some product highlights for us.
Yeah, for sure. Sounds good to me.
So I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. Thank you for all of your support. If you could do us a big favor, actually learn something. You're going to learn this later, but if you have a few minutes, look up Crate Insider and give us a great Google review. It always really helps with our business and helps with getting the word out to more racers, and we certainly appreciate it. So thank you for watching, and I will look forward to seeing you in another video.